And then this leads up into the main event, which was LA Knight versus Finn Balor, which I loved that they had Finn Balor on, first of all, because of the history between Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt. So I don't think that they could have picked a better opponent for LA Knight, and what they were trying to do. I felt like it made sense. I also think they worked really well together, and I don't know if maybe it was, given the fact that they were given the main event spot on this show and for a reason, if maybe that added some motivation to wanting to put on a really good match. I don't know. But I felt like this was the best match of LA Knight's main roster run so far. I think that I think it was his best match. People want to criticize him because he kind of does have that old school wrestler feel style. I personally love it because of that reason. But even though him and Finn are so different with their styles, I felt like they worked seamlessly together. And like I said, I don't think that we've seen a better match on Raw or SmackDown from LA Knight than that. I think it
Oh
was
yeah,
his best one for sure.
it was because you got time to showcase himself. You got to see him in the ring and how he works as a wrestler, not just a superstar on the
Mm.
mic. That's why that's why they gave him this spot, because it's like, all right, this is your time, you can do this now. And to have him go up against Finn, obviously for the external reasons, um, it was such a good, entertaining match to watch that had a feel good ending with him getting over. I don't know. I really enjoyed this match and saw that this is the time for LA Knight. This is time.
Well, and I think you could tell it meant something to him
Oh
too,
yeah.
because I know that I feel like it must be kind of like a weird, a surreal feeling in a way to think about how you were his last main opponent. Like
Mm-hmm.
one of the last times he was actually in the ring, I think, or maybe it was the last time he was in the ring on a show. It's like he was throwing Top Dollar out of the ring, and like that's a huge thing for him because he was a huge Bray Wyatt fan
Huge
before he
Bray
came
Wyatt fan.
into WWE. So I feel like it is kind of surreal to now think about that, because I don't when we saw that LA Knight was going to be going against Bray, we were like, okay, this is like the perfect way for them to bring back LA Knight. Like, you couldn't have a better opponent right now than Bray Wyatt. This is going to put him over, this, that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it just feels like it has so much more meaning. And it's just like, I can't imagine how like I said, how he feels about it. It just has to be. It's like we're just sitting here thinking about it. We didn't experience it because we don't
No,
know
yeah.
how they interact backstage. We don't know like what their relationship was. We don't nothing. But I'm sure that it is kind of like a weird feeling, but
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool.